Today is story time, and well, it's kind of story time, but yeah, I'd like to tell you a little story. But before we get started, I know you all have looked at this video, or the name of the video is a long shot. Well, as I don't know if y'all know, but in our state we have the Kentucky Derby. And guess what took place this week? The Kentucky Derby. One of the most exciting weeks there is. People getting ready. And I've been fortunate to go to one, but it can be, you know, it's just hard to get there. And it's in the middle of Kentucky, in Lexington. And it's one of the most exciting things to do if you can ever go, is the Kentucky Derby. Well, way before YouTube, I had horses. So I just love anything to do with horses, and I always have. But if you got a chance to watch the Kentucky Derby this week, it was the most exciting race I have ever watched. My heart dropped. I was just so excited for the horse that won. And it was the Longshot. I mean Longshot. I mean the last horse. The last horse they ever expected to win was the one that won. Well, needless to say, this little horse come up from the very back and dodged every horse and come through running this derby. But this race is only maybe a minute to 2 minutes long. And there's months and months and months of preparation for it, not counting the days and days of practicing. And they didn't even really want to put this horse in. He had never run, he was still in training. And you know, without getting copyright, I might show you just a couple teeny clips of how impressive this rider and this little horse was. But if you want to see the most heartfelt race, Google the Kentucky Derby, and you'll have to watch that little whole second of a race. But I'm going to show you just a couple moments. Hopefully I don't get copyright for it, but one of the most exciting races I have ever watched. And so without any more interruptions here, I'm going to show you just a couple shots of what went on. Okay, needless to say, they never mentioned this little horse, not one time. I mean, through the whole race, until he actually almost crossed the finish line. Selfie stick is the little horse, Rich Strike.
Quarters in 1 minute 10 and 4/5 seconds, and now Epicenter comes splitting horses. It is Crown Pride battling with Messier. They're into the stretch. It is Messier. He's coming up on the outside.
This little horse had more heart in his little finger or his little hoof than all the rest of it. I really wish I could show you the whole race. Go, go, go! Thank God they mentioned him. When I had horses, I rarely showed, and truthfully, I just couldn't afford to show. But I had the most prettiest little horse, and my heart was into showing. So I decided, down our road, down our area, had a horse rank, and we were having a big show that night. And I worked with this horse for years, and me and Rebel, for years now. He was just an old plug, as my dad put it. But I had no horse trailer, and I rode my little horse all the way to the horse show. And I entered in open pleasure. And if you know what open pleasure is, that's all breeds and all kinds. From walking horses to racking horses, to open pleasure, three-gated, to Western. So 22 of us entered. And it was $15, and that was crazy back then because I only had, to enter each event was $3. So I only had $12, and I begged my dad for $3 extra. And he kept saying, you don't need to enter that, you don't need to enter that plug in it. Well, anyway, needless to say, and I'm going to show you this picture, me getting ready, and I was standing behind my friend's horse trailer, brushing my horse right after it, which I rode my horse home. I had to ride my horse home. Everybody else had horse trailers. But needless to say, I went up against 22 of the best and the richest people in town. And I won first place. Unbelievable, against walking horse, beautiful horses. I mean, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 horses. I had a $200 little horse. But it was called a Longshot, a big Longshot. And sometimes those little Longshots has nothing to do with how much you spend. It all has in how much heart and soul you put into it, and the horse puts into it. And it just brought me back to memories of how when you put your heart and soul into anything, and you everything you got, it don't matter how big your farm, your homestead, your whatever you're doing, your horse, when you put that much heart into something, it's amazing what you can do. But yeah, this was just a short video, guys, and if you get a chance, Google up the Kentucky Derby. It was one of the best races I think you'll ever watch. And if I could, I'd give that horse and that little jockey the biggest hug, because by God, they're going to live fine for the rest of their life. That horse deserves a brand new barn, and I'll tell you. Alrighty, guys, it was just a small story I wanted to tell you, and you all have a wonderful week, and we will see you back at the farm. Bye-bye.